Hey G-Fans, GoGFan93 here, and welcome to another figure review. In this video, we are going to be reviewing my very first X Plus figure, the Godzilla 1984 30cm X Plus. Alright guys, here we have the Godzilla 1984 30cm original Japanese X Plus release figure. This is an amazing figure. This was my very first X Plus figure I got. Of course I had to get it, it had to be 1984 because 1984, as a lot of you know, is my favorite suit of all time. But yeah, I had to get this guy when I saw him on eBay. Now, prices on eBay are like, especially nowadays, are at ridiculous prices, like around $600. When I got this guy, he was only around like $260, so the prices had definitely gone up tremendously. But anyways, so let us begin the review. First off, we have the sculpt of the figure, and I do have to say the sculpt of the figure, this is X Plus, so they're going to be extremely suit accurate. All the little folds that go in, if you guys can see, like all the little nooks and crannies are detailed. Everything is just amazingly sculpted with this figure. The spikes or the dorsal plates are amazing, all the way up to the tip of the tail. The tail's also going at a cool curve, so it actually fits on your shelves better. And his head is perfect. His head is perfectly proportioned to the rest of his body. NECA, look at how you actually, this is how you do 1984, not the way you guys are doing it. So, but yeah, so anyways, then we got his arms going down here, and we have nicely sculpted hands right here. I love the way that his position is. Looks exactly like from the movie. Really awesome there. Then we have kind of his, this is kind of before Godzilla got really fat in the Heisei series. This is the first suit that they used in the Heisei series. So Godzilla wasn't extremely like thunder thighs like he starts to turn into in like in the 90s, whatever. But yeah, so they got really sculpted here, really awesome with the folds, being very suit accurate with that, and we go down to the toes, being very well sculpted as well. So give you a little bit of a close-up right here so you guys can see the amazing detail that went into the sculpt of this figure. I'll show you guys close-up on the face. Really awesome. The only thing that's a little bit odd with the sculpt is his tummy. He kind of is going at a, I mean, it's kind of like, ooh, like that. I think in the movie he was a little bit more chubbier, but, you know, whatever. I feel, you know, it still looks pretty awesome. So there's like a side view, really awesome. Front view, other side view, and the back. So pretty awesome stuff there. So the sculpt is amazing. Alright, now for the paint job. The paint job on this guy is your basic Godzilla color scheme. There really isn't anything spectacular that goes with him. You have your dark charcoal gray going through his whole body. Basically, there's no underside. There's really actually no different color on his skin. The only thing that X Plus does, though, is they do put detail with some highlights. You know, it's not just a flat color throughout his whole body. It's actually, you know, they do put some highlights in areas to make it look a little bit more, I don't know how you say, like three-dimensional, and giving it a little bit, like the texture, making it a little pop out more. But then we got to his spikes. These are amazingly painted here. So give you guys a close-up on there. Look at that, the detail with the gray and then the bone white. It's just, oh, it's just pure white. It's just awesome. Going all the way down to the tail. Woo! Okay. So yeah, and then his claws, they have, this is the bone white, and yeah, so that's really sculpted well. And then his toes, also bone white, not pure white like his dorsal plates are, but these are bone white. And then we got to his face. His face is probably one of the best parts of the paint, is that inside you can see his mouth is painted red, his teeth are bone white, you see the four large teeth that are at the front of his mouth is really awesome, and then his eyes are the best thing about this figure. Now, I can't really get a good shot. You guys probably didn't see the detail, but when I look at him, the eyes, you can actually see like the blood veins that are in his eyes, and it's just like so amazingly detailed when it comes to the paint with his eyeballs. I just love that about him. Also, I forgot to mention with the sculpt, one more thing. If you guys look closer here, you can see his ears. I love it when Godzilla has ears. It's so cool. But yeah, so paint is stunning. Alright, so we'll do a size comparison. So as you guys know, this guy is a 30 centimeter figure, but he is actually a midget in the 30 centimeter line. He's actually closer to like a 25 centimeter, but he is part of the 30 centimeter line. So I'll show you guys, I'll bring up Godzilla 64 here, and you guys can kind of see he's a little bit taller than this guy. There are also other figures that are bigger, but when you look, you know, hopefully you guys can see that size difference right there. You know, he's a midget in the figure, that's for sure. Definitely not exactly 30 centimeters. And then I'm going to bring out King Caesar, which is a 25 centimeter X Plus figure. So there we go. So he's obviously shorter, but you know, probably like maybe 2 inches. I don't know, but I'm not good with math and shit like that. So, alright, and then I'm going to bring out just a simple Bandai figure so you guys can get a real idea. This is a 6-inch Bandai figure. And yeah, so there we go. And 30 centimeters is 12 inches. So he is, you know, the middle. So if you just put up another 6 inch, it makes it 12 inches. But so I don't know why they call it 30 centimeter. They should call it like 12-inch line. I don't know, but. Anyway, so that's it for the size comparison. Alright, so last but not least is the articulation, and I will say there is 0 articulation with this figure. X Plus is not meant for its articulation, or not known for its articulation. These are basically vinyl statues. You're just supposed to put them on your shelf, you're supposed to look at them, you're supposed to admire their beauty and what they are. That's pretty much it. There's no articulation, even in the tail. I mean, there's just, no, you don't mess with that. You're just supposed to look at them, it's really awesome. And personally, I don't care about articulation. I don't care about being able to move my figures and anything like that. I like the pose that he's in, and I don't care. I don't care that, you know, if you guys want articulation, go to SH Monster Arts, because that's what they're meant for. So, but yeah, articulation, there is 0. Alright, so my final thoughts on this figure. It is amazing. It is an amazing figure. I highly recommend getting it if you can. Obviously, eBay prices are ridiculous on this guy. I believe he was released in 2012. I could be wrong on that. Someone correct me if I am. But also, hopefully, Diamond reissues will come along, and maybe 1984 will be a reissue. Therefore, you guys could get them for the regular $160 that these guys first come out with. But I would recommend getting them, but don't pay over like $200, $300 for this guy. Because right now on eBay, I saw one. There's a post on there that's like $650 or something like that. It's ridiculous. Don't pay that much for this guy. I wouldn't even pay that much for this. So I was just lucky enough when I did get him that I did get him at a reasonable price. So, but yeah, so that's my review of Godzilla 1984 X Plus, and it's 84. It's 1984. I see a lot of you guys are posting, whenever you guys talking about this movie, you're always regarding it as 1985. It's not 1985. It's 1984. I don't care if you're talking about the American version or whatever. It's 1984. Get it right. So that's my review for this guy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay big, G fans.